Hello, yogis, and welcome to week 1 of the month of rest. Today, we will be focusing on surrender. And if you're new here or just joining in, my name is Tatum, and I'm so happy that you're here with us today. So today's class is super relaxing, and you won't need anything except for 2 pillows and a blanket. You don't need any fancy yoga props or any fancy yoga clothes. You don't even need a mat. Just come to a solid or soft surface. And remember to stay tuned after class. We're starting a reflection question after Savasana. So once we take our Savasana, all get up, we have a reflection question for 2021. So remember to stick around and let me know what your answer was down in the comments below. Anyway, go ahead, grab your materials, and then meet me in a comfortable place, and I will see you back here. Hello, yogis, and welcome to your mat. So today we're actually getting started off in a supported child's pose. So this is really easy and really comfy way to get started. So if you haven't already, go grab your materials. I have 2 pillows here and a blanket, and they don't have to be anything fancy. So I'm gonna take my pillows and bring them to the top of my mat. Or if you're on the floor, just make yourself comfy if you have a blanket down or something. And I'm gonna stack them right here. And then I'm going to bring my pillow or my blanket. I'm gonna unfold it so it's like a big square. Again, I'm gonna lay it right on top of my calves here. I'm gonna bring my big toes to touch behind me. Take my knees out wide. And then just sit my hips back towards my heels. So this kind of gives you a little bit of support. And if you want any additional support, you can also put a blanket underneath your knees here. So get adjusted. And you can make your pillow stack as big or as small as if you'd like. So if you are used to child's pose and maybe you just want a small support pillow, you can grab one of those, or you can make a big giant pile. It's really up to you. So taking the knees out wide, big toes to touch. You'll take a deep inhale at the top, sit up nice and tall, and then exhale, begin to fold forward. Now your hands can rest on either side, palm face up or palm face down. Allow your arms to rest and just settle in. And you can put your hands on top of your pillows as well. And you can take your gaze to either the left or the right. So just begin to settle in here. Find a little bit of comfort. Your eyes can softly close. Or you can gaze down at the floor. Begin by unclenching your jaw. And let's feel the support of the surface underneath us. So this ground holding us up, our pillows supporting us, our blanket supporting us. Relax your shoulders and begin to notice your breath. Notice where you feel your breath. Is it in your belly, your side body, your back body, maybe your chest? And then we'll take one big deep breath together. So exhale wherever you're at. Take a full deep inhale through your nose. Notice where you feel it. Take one more sip in. And then exhale out through your mouth, release. Beautiful. If your head is to the left or right, let's go ahead and switch our gaze. And we'll take one more big deep breath just like that. So exhale wherever you are. And then when you're ready, take a full deep inhale. Notice where you feel it. Take one more sip in. And then exhale, release. Beautiful. Return your breathing to normal. Relax and settle down. Unclench your jaw again. Relax your shoulders. Sink into your surface. And allow just any thoughts to come and pass. If your eyes are closed, let's gently flutter them open. Coming back through center, and we'll gently lift ourselves up, taking your chin towards your chest. Working our way upright again. Let's take a full deep inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands come down through center. Bow towards your fingertips, sit back on your heels. You can set an intention for this practice, or just simply thank yourself for coming to your mat today. And when you've set that intention, we're going to gently remove one of our pillows. You can keep it up at the top of your mat if you'd like for extra support. And then we're going to take one off to the right side. I'm going to remove mine because I like laying flat on my mat, but this is really up to you. This is your preference. So we're just going to come into a little bit of a hip opener here, laying on our mat. And if your pillow's too fluffy, you can always take your blanket off to the right side as well. So let's just set up, I'm going to set up my blanket right here. It's a little softer and a little smaller. So we're going to come onto our bellies, all the way down to the floor. And then I'm going to roll onto my right side here, propping myself up. And then I'm going to gently bring my left knee up to my blanket and then gently roll over. So sometimes this isn't comfortable and we need more of a support if our knee is out in space. So we can take our pillow and our blanket and then gently make your way down to your mat. I'm going to stack my hands on top of each other, and then I'm going to bring my forehead to the backs of my hands here. And we're just going to settle in, and you can remove the pillow or the blanket at any point in time here. So go ahead, make yourself comfy. Stretch your right leg out long. Toes are reaching off the mat maybe. There's no right or wrong way of doing this. It's just whatever feels best in your body. So when you're ready, find your position. Gently take your forehead to the backs of your hands and settle in. Taking that same routine of noticing the surface and the support underneath you. And then gently unclenching your jaw, softening your shoulders, and reconnect with your breath. Maybe you imagine sending it into your left or right side body, maybe your back side body, or maybe you just focus on taking big, deep breaths right now. feel ready, we're gonna gently roll onto this right side again. Straighten out this left leg. Come on down to our bellies and relax. Taking the tops of our feet down to the mat. And then you can gently rock your head from side to side, loosening up the neck. And if you'd like, you can rock your hips. And then we'll switch sides here. So if you want to press yourself up back to that seated position, take your pillow or your blanket onto the onto the right. Coming on down to our mat, rolling onto our left side now. And then taking our right knee and noticing that each side of our body is different. So if this side is a little bit tighter, that's okay, honor it. It doesn't need to be the same as your left. And then stacking our hands again, and then bringing that forehead on down. Reconnect with your surface, your breath, and let go of any tension that you're holding in your face, your upper body, and your lower body as you extend this left leg down towards the end of your mat. Bring that mind back around here. Reconnect with your breath. Big, deep inhales and exhales to match. When you feel ready to move, gently roll onto this left side. Straighten out that right leg behind you. Come on down to your belly. You can rock your head from side to side or rock your hips. And then we'll gently press ourselves back up, very slowly, at your own pace. We're going to find our way to a seated position here. So I'm going to sit up on my blanket. I'm going to take my pillows out in front of me here. I'm going to stretch my legs out wide. Sitting up nice and tall. Bringing my pillow kingdom here. And let's just roll out our ankles. Open and close our toes. And you can rock your neck from side to side very gently. And then maybe chin to chest. And then drop your head back. And then we'll all meet back at center, sitting up nice and tall. Draw those shoulders over your hips, so leaning back farther than you think you need to. You can allow your feet to relax here. Pull your pillows in close. So we're just coming into a little seated forward fold. So again, you can make your stack as big or as small as you'd like if you are used to forward folding. If not, go ahead and grab as many pillows and blankets as you'd like. So let's all inhale, arms reach up overhead. And then exhale, hinge from your hips, lead with an open heart as you fold forward. And you can take your hands out on the sides of your pillows here. Or you can stack your hands on top, bringing your forehead back down just like we just did. So wherever you are, find a comfy position, settle in, relax, connect with your breath. And honoring your body. It's okay if your forward fold isn't as deep as you expected or that you're used to. You'll have a chance to remove pillows once you've settled in a little bit. But feel the support of the surface and the support of your breath. Surrender and relax down into that support. If you'd like, you can remove a pillow. Maybe come a little bit deeper in your forward fold if it feels like it's going to serve you today. If not, you can always skip it. Bring that wandering mind back. Connect with your breath again. Unclench that jaw and soften through your legs. And when you are ready to move, gently flutter those eyes open and lift yourself up very gently back through center. Give yourself time to process that movement and that deep forward fold. Bring your chin onto the horizon. Eyes can remain closed. If you'd like, you can take some more ankle circles. Open and close your toes. And then we'll gently flutter those eyes open. I'm going to move my pillows to the side just for a moment. I'm going to sweep my feet to the front of my mat here. And I'm going to hop off this blanket for just right now. Let's take our feet out long. Give them a nice little shake, nice little wiggle. And then we're gonna bring our hands down by our sides. Fingertips are pointing towards our feet. And we're gonna press our palms into the earth. And our shoulders are gonna come up towards our ears, and we're gonna roll them back and down. Open your chest up towards the sky. Your feet can flex back towards your face. And then you can gently drop your head back if you feel comfortable. Coming into a little bit of a staff pose here, realigning. Press your palms into the earth and breathe. Gently release, come back down, bring that chin back onto the horizon here. And then we're just going to gently gaze to the left. And then come back through center, gaze to the right. Very slowly. Staying on this one plane of motion. Two more rounds. Eyes can be closed or open. And then we'll gently release, come back through center. Now you can stay in this position here. If you feel a little bit uncomfortable, you can take this blanket and bring it right underneath your legs, maybe even a pillow right here, or you can sit on this blanket again. It's up to you. So we're just going to take a little bit of movement. I like to sit in easy pose or Sukhasana, and if this is really, really, really uncomfortable for you, I have this little thing that I like to do. So you can take this blanket, hop off of it, and we're just going to roll it up like a little taquito. Now, so my feet are crossed in front of each other. I'm going to bring this blanket right on top of my feet but underneath my knees. Pull the blanket around the side to my hips and allow my knees to just fall open. So this gives them a little bit of support. Additionally, you can always take your pillows and bring them underneath your knees as well, so you're nice, supported, and propped up if this really hurts your hips here. So sometimes easy pose, that we call it, isn't so easy. So you can find your variation, whatever feels comfortable for you today. Again, every day is different. We're just going to take a little bit of seated movement here. So move this way. We're going to bring our hands to our knees. Sit up nice and tall. If you'd like to scoot from side to side, moving any flesh out of the way to connect your sitting bones to your surface, you can. And we're just going to start by a little easy cat-cow. So exhale wherever you are. We're going to take a deep inhale, and we're going to draw our elbows back behind us, lift our chest towards the sky, maybe our gaze slightly lifts, and really you can puff that belly out in front of you. It's okay. And then exhale. Elbows come back forward, belly button pulls in towards our spine, chin pulls to chest as we round our spine, and then our tailbone is tucking under. Really easy movement. Go to where you feel comfortable. It doesn't need to be the biggest pose ever. And then find your rhythm. Inhale to this cow pose, belly pops out, chest lifts, gaze maybe lift, and then exhale, belly button towards the spine. Just a few easy rounds here. And once you've felt comfortable with cat-cow and you'd like, you can take some organic movement, maybe taking it into a seated circle, half circle, moving very slowly, but incorporating that organic movement, kind of just exploring and seeing how your body feels. If you maybe need to hinge from the left, hinge from the right. Whatever your body's craving, you can allow yourself to move freely. Or you can remain with cat-cows. It's up to you. If you are taking full circles, remember to switch directions. Then we'll all come back through center, sitting up nice and tall, finding our center point. So if you've never found your center point, we're going to gently shift back, front, side to side, until we find our shoulders right over our hip points. And then we'll sit up nice and tall. Eyes can be closed. Palms can be palms face up on those knees. Draw your chin to your chest. Gently release your legs out in front of you. Scoot down, kick them out long. You can give them a nice little wiggle if you'd like. I'm going to bring my blanket right on my side. We're going to need this in a moment. And then we'll gently come on down to our back here. So I'm going to plant my feet here, just to release my low back real quick. I'm going to windshield wiper my legs from side to side. And then come back through center, readjust. So our hips and our shoulders are in one line. I'm going to keep my left leg bent here. I'm going to take my right leg up towards the sky. Now this is up to you. I'm going to flex my foot back towards my face. I'm going to take both hands and interlace all 10 fingers behind my thigh. So this is a deep enough stretch for me today. I can feel it all the way down my hamstring. If the hand clasp isn't available to you today, you can always use this blanket. This is where it will come super handy. You can take your blanket and wrap it around the sole of your foot here, and you can use this as a strap. This actually feels a little bit more comfortable to me today, so I think I'm going to remain with the blanket. And then again, flexing your toes back, but not so much where it's uncomfortable. Just act as though you're pressing your heel towards the ceiling. Relax your back into your surface. And your grip doesn't have to be that tight. Remember to keep a micro bend in your knee so you're not hyperextending. So just very small, relax. And take a few deep breaths. Maybe you inhale, imagine you send your breath all the way to your right heel. And then exhale. Maybe you can take that stretch a little bit deeper, drawing your leg closer to you. But it might only be an inch, inch and a half for you to feel that stretch down your leg. You can always release the tension. And then we'll gently release. Release my blanket, windshield wiper my legs just one more time. And then I'll plant my right foot, take my left leg up towards the sky. Interlace all 10 fingers around your thigh if that worked for you, or you can wrap your blanket around your foot. So whatever is going to serve you today. Again, toes flex back, relax though, pressing that heel towards the ceiling. Take a micro bend in your knee. Relax through your backside body, feel the surface, connect to your breath. Eyes can gently close or softly gaze at the ceiling. And then we'll gently release. Take your blanket across your belly, windshield wiper your legs. I'm going to gently roll onto my left side here. And then you can swing this top leg back behind you as you lift yourself up very gently, very slowly. We're just going to set up for our little Savasana here. So we're going to take this blanket like a taquito and roll it up again. I'm going to take it out long. And I'm going to bring the base of this blanket right towards my low back. Take my legs out in front of me. I'm going to bend my knees because my low back doesn't feel so great when my legs are out long. So I'm going to take my feet out as wide as my mat, or if you're not on a mat, just wider than your hips. And then we can take our hands on either side and gently relax down. So our blanket is underneath our head and down our back, and this will open up our chest here. You can walk your feet in a little bit closer if you need to, and then knock those knees together on the inside. Now you can stay here. If you like your legs out long, you can stretch your legs out long, maybe put a pillow or another blanket underneath your knees to support them, and that'll give a little bit of support to your low back as well. But I like to take this restful knee bent pose. So we're going to take our hands down by our side, relax down, allow our heart to open up towards the sky as we surrender into our surface. And if you'd like, you can take your arms up above your head. So this is your Savasana. And you don't have to remain on the blanket. If it's not comfortable to you, you can always roll off, come to a normal Savasana. You can lay on your belly, you can take your arms up over your head. This is your practice, and you can decorate it however you wish. Now going through that same routine, connecting to your surface, softening the muscles in your face. Your eyes can gently close. Release the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Allow your jaw to relax. Soften through your neck. Release your arms, your shoulders, and now allow your fingertips to gently curl in. Your legs are turning off. Your feet are relaxing. And your whole middle body, backside body, front side body is softening into each other, feeling supported and at ease. Always an option to remain in Savasana, or if you feel comfortable and ready, begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Maybe stretch out long. If you're still on that blanket, you can gently roll off to your favorite side, cradling your head on your arm. When you're ready, gently press yourself up to a seated position. You can take that easy pose, taking the blanket underneath your knees or the pillows underneath your knees. And we'll sit up nice and tall. Shoulders over our hips in that center point, chin on the horizon. Eyes can softly gaze down at the floor, or you can keep them closed. Take a moment to pause and reflect on your intention. You can let it go or keep honoring it throughout your day, your week, or your weekend. Let's gently all flutter our eyes open here. We'll inhale, arms reach up overhead. Palms touch, hands come through heart center on an exhale. Thank you all so much for flowing with me today. So you can either honor that intention or let it go, just like I said. And then for our reflection question today, this has to do with 2020. So my question to you is, what was the most important thing that you learned or unlearned in 2020? And I really want to know what you guys think. I think it's really good to reflect on these things, and you can write this as a journal prompt or just kind of ponder it for the rest of your day or just the rest of the 10 minutes, or if you're still in Savasana here. Just think about it. What's the most important thing that you learned in 2020 or that you unlearned in 2020? Let me know in the comments down below. I cannot wait to see your guys' answers. I am so excited to connect with you all. And I will see you on your mat next Monday. Namaste.